Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna do a quick video of a saber repair that I've done for my friend Joss. It's for his protector hilt, which is a gorgeous hilt. It's machined by Gary Morris, who does a lot of beautiful work. Man, he does some awesome stuff. Um, this saber is custom machined by him along with MHS parts. I installed it a couple months back with a Crystal Focus version 10 CFX and upgraded it with NeoPixel. And it had a speaker that was, because the chassis is designed to hold a premium flat speaker, and so we didn't mess with it at the time. I didn't want to cut the core and modify it any because it's a gorgeous design. So he has this core that goes over there's another, this is just a sleeve, like a core sleeve, and in order for me to get a bass speaker in it, this core needed to slide on and off, which is something that was just, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I went about it a couple different ways, and I finally landed on one, and I was like, look, I gotta cut the little lip off, because originally I didn't want to carve into it at all. I didn't want to do any type of modding to Gary's work, because it's just, if something happened and it was my fault, I'd feel so bad. So Joss was like, do what you gotta do, man, I trust you, and it turned out pretty good. So I just slide that core off like so to get to it. And there's Crystal Focus, removable battery, and then I had to cut this little tiny lip off and attach this speaker to it, which worked out really well, but it took some MacGyvering. So I got it. So in order to get it back on, Josh, you just, like before, it's a little tighter though because of the battery and all that. You just kind of give it a couple turns, back and forth until it starts sliding down. You'll feel it slide in. That's what she said. And then find your hole for your retention. And then what you want to do is just, you might not even really need this anymore, but it doesn't hurt. Put your retention screw back in, which just holds the sleeve for him, so it won't rotate or anything like that. Make it flush. Alright, and then the reason this was a challenge was because Joss wanted to keep the size the same, and we've since talked about it, and I'm like, I think you're gonna need a different pommel there, buddy, or something, because the pommel just barely fits on it. The speaker comes almost out of the pommel, which is something you don't want. It'll damage that later on. But yeah, see, I got it all the way in. That's how much the speaker comes out of the body. I was like, dude, this ain't gonna work. But I got it for now. But look at that. There's no protection. I'm actually proud I was able to accomplish that, but you don't want it to be this close, obviously. And Joss has another body that he's gonna switch out, and he'll weather it and do the leather wrap and all that himself. He loves doing that stuff, and I love seeing him do it because he does a great job. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a record. I'm putting the blade in it 3 minutes and 4 minutes. Let's just say 4 minutes. That's a personal best record, if I do say so myself. Very proud of that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple fonts. Not going to get too crazy on this because I have another video of this if you want to go back and watch it. The saber's called the Protector. Beautiful saber. Oh, yeah. This is Nebula. Joss, I have a feeling you're going to really love Nebula. So Nebula comes stock on the Crystal Focus, on the board, but they don't have it as a smooth swing. You have to go into the folder and rename it and redo it. And I was like, okay, whatever. But it works.
Nebula.
Hoth.
Nebula.
Crystal Focus.
Crystal Focus is pretty cool. That soundboard's cool.
Selection. Crystal focus. Audio player. Crystal.
Eton Crystal, great on here. Whoop. Kind of hard to see the blaster point with this color. I went in and changed a lot of settings for him, kind of set it up. The blaster and lockup I changed, speeds of ignition and all that stuff. Just kind of put my own little spin on it, what I like to do with my sabers, and he's obviously was like, do it up. But I like to set the flash on clash whenever it's locked up. I always change the M color to 1 across the board, so 1 1 1 once 4 ones. So it mixes the color and makes it all dramatic instead of going from amber to white and then back to amber. Instead it stays amber and white gets mixed in at flash, so it's way more dramatic. Or this is an amber, but you get what I'm saying. It's see how it is, and it's pretty wild. It's just what I've grown to love to do.
Sound bank selection. Crystal focus.
Knighthood. My boy Aaron, Fonts by Forze, knocked it out of the park with this one. Sounds so good. Try not to swing it around too much because I don't want to mess with the speaker until he gets a new pommel, new body set up. So good.
Sound bank selection.
Fulcrum.
I am no Jedi.
Y'all saw last night's episode of the last season of Clone Wars. It was so good. Alright.
I am no Jedi. Sound bank selection.
I'm ready.
I love this saber.
Sound bank selection.
I'm ready. I'm ready. This is General Kenobi.
Ancient prophecy. Best prototype. What?
Don't get up. Kylo, don't track.
Prototype. Best
Let's do
prototype.
this one real quick. Oh man, that sounds mean. One more time. Oh, such a good. This saber's beautiful, man. I love this saber so much. Alright. That's enough of that. Sorry guys, just gonna make this video kind of quick. I need to clean up some space on my phone anyways. I filmed earlier and it was like 20 some minutes in and I'm sitting there like, this is great, and then it was like boop, cut off, and I was like, no, I don't have to redo all that. So I'll make this one a little bit quicker. I have another video on this if you want to get a little bit more in depth into it, which you should. This thing is beautiful. It's got the Canon Y clamp on it. I'm just a huge fan of this control box. So stinking nice, man. The card comes out so easy. You just flip that up, slide the card out. It's got its own little hinge system to hold it in. Such a fan of it. But yeah, man, this saber is beautiful. I did a picture of all of my sabers in my collection because my friend Daniel was like, hey man, put them all on the desk. or he had a picture of an old one of me, old one of my collection with all these sabers in it, and he was like, I'm gonna share this. Is that cool? And I was like, you know what? Let me update it. So I got all the sabers in the room that were mine, and then a few that were for commissions and whatnot, and I put them all out on the table, and I tried to take a picture of it, and I got them, but it was really hard. Like I needed a ladder, and it's like from a above angle, but I had like 45, 50 sabers on the desk, and everyone highlighted this one and was like, that one's beautiful, where'd you get it? I want it. And I was like, it's not mine. Like I was like, I know, it's just in there because I was getting all the sabers I had. So yeah, people love this one. They ask about it, and I'm like, I know, man, it's not mine, but it is. I get to work on it every now and then, and it's gorgeous. So Joss, just need to get that body and that pommel to where it's safe, so that way you can continue to enjoy it without it breaking on you or something again. Which
Sound bank selection.
Prototype. Best in ancient prophecy.
at this point, it's just the pod's good. You just need to swap out. If anything did happen, we would just swap it out anyway. So. That's a very different sound font. Oh, that is very different. Very cool.
Sound bank selection.
Ancient. Best in prototype.
Lord Vader. Kylo Ren.
Vengeance.
Shock.
Ooh,
Vengeance.
Vengeance is cool, man. The saber has a blade plug too that I made for him. It's pretty cool. Yeah, man, it's a perfect size. I get why you wanted to keep it this size. It's just the design of the core, all of that. It's just it was too much going on, not enough space to put it all in. So, but I mean, I did it. I did cram food to the max, man. I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. But Joss, I hope you enjoy it, man. I know you will. I know you love this saber, and I know you want it back. I want to get it back to you ASAP. Along with your Fury, too. Fury is such a cool saber that he did. I did a video on that, too. If y'all haven't seen it, go back and check that out. He did all the customization on that Vader's Vault Fury, and it's super cool. Yeah, Joss and I have very much the same taste. We both love brass. We love brass and brown leather and all that. I gotta take some pictures of some of them together, Joss. So, because like whenever I have his sabers and mine sitting on like the bench for repairs or whatever, and I look over, and I'm like, man, they all look like they belong together, like they really do. So we're like twinsies, bro. Twinsies in designs. Love that neck. So good. Alright, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed that. If you wanted to see more of the blade and swinging it around and doing all that crazy nonsense, go back towards the beginning of my channel videos. I did it very early on. This has a beautiful box, too. It's one of the boxes that I made that everyone was like, hold on, I want one. I need it. It's a white beat-up box with a gold Old Republic symbol carved into it. Seriously, one of my favorite boxes I've made. It was experimental. Joss was like, hey man, I love what you do with your boxes and your style. And I saw him, like, you know, he was sending me pictures. This is way before I formed Scrap Bros with my friends. And it was like, I was like, okay, you want me to make a box for that saber? I was like, I got an idea, and just let me roll with it. And he was like, absolutely. Well, that's kind of what he started. He was like, I just want you to do your own take on what what a box would look like for this saber, and that's what I pumped out, and everyone loved it. So those two together, people would just rave about this saber, and I get it. But yeah, so I'll be sending this back out to you, Joss, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. This body right here could be super cool. So we shall see. But that'll do it for this video, guys. I got a bunch of videos coming up, guys. It is not stopping anytime soon. Fancy week. I did 2 fancy weeks. It was a video every day for 2 weeks. If you guys aren't sick of me yet, hold on, because I'm coming. There's more coming. I got a couple more sound fonts to review. I've been getting a lot of those, which is just a lot of fun for me. And I have a couple personal builds, and I have a saber that I've been really wanting to make for my friend TJ. It's one that's I've been wanting to make for him for quite a while. I'm just waiting on parts and all this different stuff, and I gotta redo it. But that'll be one that's gonna be fun, and it'll feel good to get to him, because he hooked me up with my corn horn one that I absolutely love, and I've been wanting to repay the favor, and I didn't know how for the longest time, and I was like, I got it. So more videos to come. I'm gonna do a up close video on this one for sure, so there'll be one more on this guy. But I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. I've got like 300 subscribers now. We're freaking rolling. But I enjoy doing this channel. I enjoy building. I've always enjoyed building sabers, and I'll continue to do so. But this channel has been relatively new. I've only been doing this for a couple months, and it's a whole nother level of fun for me. And I enjoy doing it. As long as you guys enjoy watching them, I'll keep pumping them out. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.